Jones's Ale. There were 5 jovial fellas came over the hills together, for to join in the jovial crew. And they ordered their pints of beer and bottles of sherry to help them over the hills so merry, When Jones's Ale was new, me boys, when Jones's Ale was new. And the first to come in was a dyer, and he sat himself down by the fire. For to join in the jovial crew. And the landlady told him to his own face, the chimney corner was his own place, and there he could sit and dye his old face. When Jones's Ale was new, me boys, when Jones's Ale was new. And they ordered their pints of beer and bottles of sherry to help them over the hills so merry, When Jones's Ale was new, me boys, when Jones's Ale was new. And the next to come in was a tinker, and he was no small beer drinker, and he was a right fat old stinker, for to join in the jovial crew. Have you any old pots and pans or kettles? My rivets are made of the very best metals. I'll soon have your things in very fine fettle. When Jones's Ale was new, me boys, when Jones's Ale was new. And they ordered their pints of beer and bottles of sherry to help them over the hills so merry, When Jones's Ale was new, me boys, when Jones's Ale was new. And the next to come in was a mason, and his hammer it needed refacing, for to join in the jovial crew. And he threw his old hammer against the wall, said he hoped all the churches and chapels would fall, and then there'd be work for masons all. When Jones's Ale was new, me boys, when Jones's Ale was new. And they ordered their pints of beer and bottles of sherry to help them over the hills so merry, When Jones's Ale was new, me boys, when Jones's Ale was new. And the next to come in was a hatter, and no man could have been fatter, for to join in the jovial crew. And he threw his old hat upon the ground, he asked everybody to float in £1, and then there'd be money for drinks all round. When Jones's Ale was new, me boys, when Jones's Ale was new. And they ordered their pints of beer and bottles of sherry to help them over the hills so merry, When Jones's Ale was new, me boys, when Jones's Ale was new. And the last to come in was a soldier, with his firelock over his shoulder, for to join in the jovial crew. And the landlady's daughter, she came in, she kissed him between the knee and the nose and the chin, and the pints of beer came rolling in. When Jones's Ale was new, me boys, when Jones's Ale was new. And they ordered their pints of beer and bottles of sherry to help them over the hills so merry, When Jones's Ale was new, me boys, when Jones's Ale was new. Well, that's Jones's Ale.